Discipline is stronger than motivation. Why do some people wake up early, train hard, and build their dreams, while others wait, complain, and quit? It is not because of luck. It is not because of talent. The real difference is simple. The difference is discipline. Discipline is the secret power that moves you forward when motivation is gone. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and it goes. Discipline is a decision. It stays when feelings change. That is why discipline is stronger than motivation. Think about this. One day you feel excited, full of energy, ready to work. The next day you feel tired, lazy, and empty. If you depend only on motivation, you stop. If you depend on discipline, you continue. Discipline tells you, do it now, even if you do not feel like it. That voice is what makes winners different. Many people wait for motivation. They say, I will start when I feel ready. But the truth is, you will never feel ready every day. Life is not always easy. Some mornings you wake up without energy. Some nights you feel weak. That is when discipline becomes your best friend. Motivation starts the race, but discipline finishes it. Discipline is not about feeling strong all the time. Discipline is about showing up even when you feel weak. It is about keeping the promise you made to yourself. It is about doing the small steps again and again until they become part of you. Motivation makes you dream. Discipline makes you act. And action changes everything. So now the question is this. You know discipline is stronger than motivation, but how do you build it? How do you keep going when life gets hard, when the feeling is gone, and when the world tells you to stop? Many people fail not because they are weak, but because they wait for the right feeling. They wait for motivation, like someone waiting for the sun to shine every day. But the truth is, the sun does not always shine. Some days are dark, some days are cold, and some days are heavy with problems. If you depend on motivation, you will stop on those dark days. Think about the student who says, I will study when I feel ready. Weeks pass, months pass, and the feeling never comes. Exams arrive, and the student is lost. Or think about the person who says, I will start exercising when I feel motivated. They buy new shoes, they make a plan, but after 2 days the energy is gone. The shoes stay in the corner, and the plan dies. This is the trap of waiting for motivation. Motivation is like a visitor. It knocks on your door, stays for a short time, and then leaves. You cannot build a life with a visitor. You need something stronger, something that stays every day, even when the house feels empty. That is discipline. Without discipline, you will always live in a circle of starting and stopping. The problem is not that people do not try. The problem is that they stop when the feeling is gone. They think, if I do not feel inspired, I should not act. But life does not work that way. Bills do not wait for your feelings. Deadlines do not wait for your feelings. Opportunities do not wait for your feelings. If you wait for motivation, you will always be late. Many dreams die not because they are impossible, but because people only move when they feel like it. They want the easy road, the comfortable path, the smooth journey. But the road of growth is not smooth. It is rough, it is long, and it is full of days when you feel nothing. Only discipline can carry you through that road. And here comes the truth most people avoid. If you live by motivation, your life will look like a roller coaster, some days up, many days down. If you live by discipline, your life will look like steady steps on a strong path. You may not always move fast, but you always move forward. But now comes the hard question. If motivation fails, and discipline is the answer, how do you actually make discipline a part of your life? Now we reach the heart of the message. Discipline alone is powerful, but what makes it unshakable is consistency. Consistency means you repeat the action every day, not just when you feel strong, not just when life is easy, but every single day. It is not about doing big things once. It is about doing small things again and again until they build a mountain of results. Think about water falling on a rock. One drop looks weak. But drop after drop, day after day, the rock changes. The water wins not because it is powerful in one moment, but because it is consistent. In the same way, your small daily actions look simple. Reading for 10 minutes, saving a few coins, exercising for 20 minutes. But when done every day, they change your future. Research supports this truth. Studies show that habits grow stronger when repeated in a stable routine. Psychologists like Carol Dweck explain the growth mindset, the idea that effort and practice build success more than talent. Other researchers like Anders Ericsson studied deliberate practice, showing that mastery is not born, it is built through years of consistent training. These are not just theories. They are proof that daily consistency shapes greatness. Look at leaders, athletes, and creators. They are not always motivated. They are not always inspired, but they are consistent. They show up every morning. They work through tired nights. They keep walking even when no one is watching. That is the real secret. Motivation can give you a start, but consistency gives you a destiny. Consistency also changes how you see yourself. Each time you repeat a small action, you tell your mind, "This is who I am." You begin to believe that you are a disciplined person, a strong person, a builder of habits. Step by step, your identity changes. You no longer say, "I hope I can do this." You begin to say, "This is what I do." That quiet change in identity is what keeps you going when others stop. So the great idea is clear. Success is not built in one big day. Success is built in small daily days. Consistency is the bridge between discipline and results. Without it, discipline fades. With it, even the smallest effort grows into something unstoppable. But the question remains, how do you practice consistency in a busy world where distractions are everywhere and excuses are always close? Consistency sounds simple, but many people still ask, how do I actually do it? The answer is not magic. The answer is a system. You do not need a big plan that looks impossible. You need small daily steps that you can repeat. These steps are like bricks. One brick may look small, but many bricks together build a strong house. The first step is to start small. People often fail because they try to change everything at once. They decide to study 3 hours, exercise every day, eat perfect food, and read 10 books in 1 month. After a few days, the weight is too heavy and they quit. But if you begin with small actions, you win. 10 minutes of reading is better than zero. A short walk is better than nothing. Small steps are easier to repeat, and repetition is the secret of consistency. The second step is to build a clear routine. A routine is like a map for your day. If you say, I will study sometime, you will not study. If you say, I will study at 7 p.m. every day, you create order. The brain likes order. When the time comes, you act without thinking. This makes discipline stronger because you remove the need for daily decisions. The third step is to track your progress. Humans like to see proof. When you check a box, cross a line, or mark a day on the calendar, your mind feels reward. That reward gives you power to continue. It tells you, look, you are moving forward. This is not about perfection. It is about building a chain of actions that grows longer each day. Think about a person who wants to learn English. If they wait for motivation, they study sometimes. If they use small steps, a routine, and tracking, they study every day. At first, it looks slow, but after 3 months, they can see real change. Their vocabulary is bigger, their confidence is stronger, and their progress is visible. That is the power of consistent practice. These practical steps are not complicated. They are not easy either, but they are possible for anyone. Start small. Set a time, track your wins, follow this system, and you will discover that discipline is no longer heavy. It becomes natural. It becomes your second skin. But what happens when life interrupts the system? What do you do when you fail one day, when you break the chain, and when you feel like giving up? No system is perfect. Life always brings interruptions. You wake up late, you get sick, you travel, a friend calls, a problem comes. In these moments, you break the chain. You miss the habit. You feel guilty, and you think, I am weak, I am not good enough. This is the danger of perfection. People believe that if they fail once, everything is lost. But the truth is different. The truth is this: missing once will not destroy you, but missing twice can start a new negative pattern. Here is the twist. The secret is not never miss. The secret is never miss twice. If you fall today, stand tomorrow. If you fail this morning, succeed this evening. One mistake is human, 2 mistakes in a row become a habit. That is why strong people forgive themselves for one failure but fight with all their heart to prevent the second. Think about an athlete. He misses one training day. If he says, I will start again tomorrow, he keeps the chain alive. But if he says, I failed, so it does not matter, he begins a new chain of failure. The first missed day is not the real danger. The second missed day is the real danger. Discipline is not about being perfect every day. It is about returning quickly after you fall. Another obstacle is distraction. Phones, television, endless scrolling, noise from the world. Discipline means choosing focus when everyone else is lost. It means saying no to comfort and yes to growth. But this is not easy. The temptation to stop is always strong. That is why you must remember, your future depends on how you react when it is hard, not when it is easy. Fear is another enemy. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of wasting time. Fear whispers, "Stop now." Discipline answers, "I continue." Fear tries to freeze you. Discipline moves your feet forward, even if they are heavy. So let us be clear. You will face obstacles. You will face bad days. You will face fear and distraction. But the question is not, will I fall? The question is, will I rise again? If you rise again, if you never miss twice, your discipline grows stronger than any excuse. But here comes the final step. You now know the problem, the idea, the system, and the obstacles. The last part is to put everything together, to feel the inspiration, and to make a decision that will change your future forever. Are you ready for the final message? We have walked together through the truth of discipline. We saw how motivation is not enough, how discipline gives you strength, how consistency builds results, how small steps create progress, and how obstacles can be defeated with the rule, never miss twice. Now, it is time for the final message, the one that must stay in your heart. Discipline is not a punishment. It is not a prison. Discipline is freedom. Freedom from excuses. Freedom from fear. Freedom from regret. Motivation makes you dream, but discipline makes you free. Every time you choose discipline, you take control of your life. You no longer wait for luck. You no longer depend on moods. You create your own future, one action at a time. Remember this triad: small steps, daily rhythm, big change. Success is not built in one giant leap. It is built in small steps that repeat every day. Daily rhythm is what gives life stability. And big change is only possible when those small steps continue without end. This is not theory. This is the law of growth. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your future. Imagine 1 year of daily discipline. Imagine 1 year of small actions repeated again and again. Who will you be? How strong will you feel? What new doors will open? 1 year may sound long, but it is only 365 days. Each day is a seed. Each day is a chance. Each day is a building block for the person you are becoming. Now comes the choice. You can finish this message and return to old habits. Or you can stand today and say, I will begin. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Start with 10 minutes. Start with 1 page. Start with 1 action. Do it now. And then repeat it tomorrow. This is how discipline grows. So I leave you with this final question. Will you keep waiting for motivation, or will you rise with discipline? Your future is watching. Do not let it down. Start today. Start now. Small steps. Daily rhythm. Big change. Remember, discipline is not about being perfect. It is about showing up one small step at a time. Motivation may come and go, but discipline will carry you forward. If this message helped you, share it with someone who needs strength today. And do not forget to subscribe and join us for the next lesson. Your future is waiting. Stay strong, stay disciplined, and keep moving forward. See you in the next video.